Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Game of the Max, and the start of a new series on the channels, Hearts of Iron 4, Old World Blues. We're going to Canada. It's going to be the Kingdom of Manitoba. Sorry, there's that little break there, but the Kingdom of Manitoba. A little bit about the country itself. It's under the Ghoul leadership of Gunn II. We are a royal court. We have an economic blockade against us, which gives us 15 consumer goods factor, negative 30% construction speed, negative 10% production efficiency growth, negative 30% factory output, and negative 25% caps incomes. We've got Queen Catherine, our wife, consumer goods 2%, stability 5%, and then ancestral cults, resource gain efficiency negative 25%, consumer goods factor 8.0%, and then factory output plus 12%. A little brief history. The Kingdom of Manitoba stands at a crossroads. Founded over 100 years ago, it stood long as the sole guarantor of peace and stability in the North before a devastating civil war and an uneasy peace settlement nearly led it to its collapse. As time seems to finally be catching up to King Gunn II, the only questions on his failing mind is if he will be able to keep the realm together, or if Canada's last hope for the future is destined to fade into the eternal darkness with him. So we'll load up. This is where we start off at. This was a nation added with the newest update that had come out when they added Canada into the game, and in my opinion, it's one of the funner ones. I've had a lot of fun playing it. So I figured what's better than to jump on in here and play it for you guys. It's a Roach King, Rad Roaches. This is one of my absolute favorite mods for Hearts of Iron. Hearts of Iron 4. I love Fallout. It's one of my favorite games that I've ever played, and I've played all of them from Tactics to 3, 4, New Vegas, 76. So, we'll not read that. Let's see. Get our army. We've got 17 divisions. We don't have a field commander. Put my motorcycles under this defense specialist. Alright, the founding of the kingdom, 7 days. Gets the event the Dark Ages. We're gonna do my research real quick. Combat language. Improvised tools. Industrial planning. And agriculture. Actually, I want to switch off that agriculture. Oh, no, it's fine. Alright. Build a couple of civilian factories starting out and begin to produce convoys, and caravans are going to be needed. We got anti-tank rifles, support equipment. Okay. Now, and we have low manpower, but that's going to be okay. Let's kick on up. Go to 4 speed. We'll sit here for forever waiting. We're missing something. No? These are all levies. Caps update. The Dark Ages, long before the times of kings and republics, and in the radioactive winter of the Great War, when the craters still burned with atomic fire, there were the people of Manitoba. These people, broken by American invasion and reeling from the very death of the world, had lost everything, and when one loss loses all they have, they seek to take what others possess. With power, the Red Fighters of the Canadian People's Front had once held in the province was quickly taken by the now desperate and deadly locals, forcing them westward. It was then that the Dark Ages began. Manitoba descended into decades of violence where there had once been neighbors, now stood rival gangs, fighting each other in an internal struggle for survival. Those who lacked the will and proved too weak found themselves the victims of stronger warlords and war bands. For 50 years, the land stood divided until one day when one warlord would stake his claim, the man only known as Gunn, who had claimed the city of Winnipeg from what remained of the Red Menace, would do what no communist or raider had done since the Great War. From his stated power, Gunn would expand his domain, not through violence, rather diplomacy. The first to submit were the masters of Brandon, whose submission granted them the honor of dukedom, and with it the warlord of Brandon would become heir to the king of Manitoba. Many would submit and in turn earn the privilege and nobility in the new kingdom as duchies, each one offering something to strengthen the new realm. Of these gifts, the king showed the most favor was to the industrial amount of Brandon. Where's Brandon at? Right there, the capital. The military prowess of Lagenberg, or commercial innovation of Winnipeg, air equipment, infrastructure. The 2 civilian factories and dockyards is the best there. End of the Golden Age. Oh yeah, more cowboys. Let's come into here. Hawk Moon Munitions, Battleford Motors, Warden Remnants, Middlemark Surplus, Yorktown Arms. Cool thing about that is in Canada there are different names than what you would see down in the United States. So a kingdom ascent in the Age of Decline, and so the Age of Kingdom began. King Gunn expanded the kingdom for many years before vanishing into the frozen waste, leaving the kingdom to his heir. Many decades would pass with different kings from Brandon line claiming the throne, some mighty and honorable, such as Brandon IV, and some weak-willed and shameful, such as the mad Brandon V. It would be during this age that the kingdom reached its greatest height, stretching from the duchies of Langenberg to the royal crownlands into the duchies of Angers. The kingdom was strong, proud, and a force to be respected. All was good in the lands of Manitoba. Yet it was not to be. As the age of the kingdom ended, the age of decline would begin. The kings grew weak and complacent, and nobility scheming and self-serving, and many peasant revolts occurred. Cruel kings such as Brandon VI had short reigns marred by blood and strife. Despite all the signs, the kingdom was blind to the crisis that was bubbling underneath its very feet, too busy discussing the latest trends or planning of the next royal feast. That was until the bubble burst. The war of the First Republican Coalition marked the end of the Age of Decline and ushered in the current age. The rebellious Three Rivers Republic and menaced Congress marched against the kingdom, intent on destroying all that it held dear. In their greatest moment of arrogance, the last king of Gunn's line, Brandon the VIII, marched against Republican forces during the Battle of Stonewall and was slaughtered. If not for the actions of the Count Yorkton of Langenberg in destroying the Metis army, many believed the kingdom would have fallen. As a hasty peace was signed, hundreds fled from the Republican horde, bringing with them their wealth. So we got Canadian money, their weapons, 400 common weaponry, or their desire for revenge. Grants us war support and attack bonus against the Republic of the Three Rivers. Our war support is pretty garbage. 400 American weaponry might be worth it, though. I think we'll just go for that war support. Of Traders in Revolution. It's got Republican Exiles. Whips us up to 15%. So at some point, we can probably move economic laws. Decisions. Can't do anything. Now, I do want to click in here, select all my levies, and switch them over to men at arms. Don't have the manpower, don't have the anti-tank or the infantry equipment, but that's fine. Production wise, because I can come over here and straight up buy some pipe rifles. Not that they're any good, but now we have plenty of infantry equipment. Now we're just waiting for the anti-tank weaponry. The Age of Division. With the death of King Brandon the Ninth himself, leaving no heir, the lineage of Brandon has been decimated. The kingdom maintained its authority through a quickly assembled regency council, but a monarch without a king left them with no legitimacy. Despite desperate for someone to take up the reins, they searched for a chosen successor who could lead them away from the humiliation they had suffered, and thus Gunn II was selected to lead the broken empire. Quiet and methodical, yet highly radical in his beliefs, he was a stark contrast from the brash and bold line of the Brandons, one which much of the elite of Manitoba looked down upon, including the Lion of Langenberg, Leif Yorkton. Rumors spread of Gunn's inability to lead, and the council chose him to simply to use as a puppet of the elite. Externally, Manitoba's previous enemies watched, smelling blood in the water, and yet the greatest threat to Gunn is himself. His mind decays daily, time continuing to chip at his sanity. Despite all this, he continues to push forward, preparing himself for the troublesome times that lay ahead. Already, he has begun to make drastic change to the kingdom, one of the most important being the economy, 75 political power, 3 infrastructure, and some development in Brandon. The army, 2 arms workshops, or for science, we get 4 25% research bonuses. Both of these are actually really good. I think, though, that I'm going to go with the arms workshops. Then we'll do On Borrowed Time, The Dying Immortal. $5 a week. Okay. The Dying Immortal. King Gunn II could feel his age. Not physically, the old ghoul had gotten used to the pain that came with his conditions for a century now, but in his failing mind. In the past, he had dreaded his dreams, haunted by the specter of Manitoba's past mistakes and failed conquest. Now he wishes nothing more but to have them back. Everything, even the constant torment of his ever-working consciousness, was preferable to the blackness that now accompanies his nights. It is as if he threatened to drown in an ocean of pitch-black tar every time he closed his eyes. The first time it happened, even before he was known as Gunn II, he had just tried to scream, shaking his despondent body, trying to get himself to wake up, but nothing seemed to work. He just kept existing and not existing as darkness seemed to flow through him. He awoke one morning alone in an expensively decorated room in the palace to find his bedroom torn to pieces, expensive-looking fabric tossed carelessly onto the ground. He had heard stories of normal ghouls turn into feral, mindless monsters roaming the irradiated plains, in the single-minded pursuit of living tissue as if it could bring them back from the terrible fate they had suffered. He had never considered the possibility that they all could have been once like him. From that night on, King Gunn II forbade anyone, including his wife, Queen Catherine, from entering his personal chambers. His sentries were under strict orders to keep the heavy oak doors locked no matter what they might hear. Only a single member of the royal advisors knew of his condition, that being no other than William Tanner. Should it come down to it, King Gunn II commanded Tanner to prevent harm from coming to those around him, even at the cost of the old ghoul's life. However, these precautions did little to ease the growing fear and dread in the king's heart that one day he would never awaken from the darkness. Memento Mori. Gain base war support plus 5%. Let's see. We can fund Arbro, Fens, and the Electorate. The Upstart, Ancient Dynasties, Jewels of the Crown. Let's do Friends in the Electorate. Actually, let's do the Upstart. It's a 30-day focus. Bought in because of his remarkable skills with animals, William Tanner started his rise as a humble beachmaster in the Crown's service, continuously distinguishing himself and being promoted past what many would view his proper station, not through political ties, but by merit alone. Let's see, heavyweight. Do him, and we'll just keep going.
Hello.
How much equipment are we missing? 54. there'll be a lot of little wars that pop up. If I don't always read them, that's not me being rude about it. I just sometimes I don't read those.
Sir.
Get my armies over here. Our military forces continue to grow. Organized agriculture. Construction speed. Alright. We can do a business favor. The upstart, the King's Guard dog. William Tanner is living proof that meritocratic principles are alive and well under the protective umbrella of the monarchy. Although he's first brought into service to the crown for his exceptional skills in handling animals, he quickly rose from the humble rank of beastmaster and duck mountaineer to head of the Mounties and trusted advisors in all matters regarding the royal menagerie. However, Tanner's true heroism does not stem from his raw skill. Rather, it comes from his dedication to protecting the common Manitobian citizenry. The valiant deeds committed by Tanner during the First War of the Republican coalition saved countless lives, and according to many, even the kingdom as a whole. Were not for him and his Mounties choosing to garrison the frontier territories deemed unimportant by the Manitoban nobility, the surprise naval landing from the Republic of Three Rivers in Riding Mountain would not have been detected and thwarted. Tanner's fierce aurora of authority inspired his outmatched force to gather their strength and defend the farms and infrastructures of local settlements from the Republican army, attempting to supply their soldiers, planning to cut off royal forces in Porto Paris and attack the capital of Brendan from behind. After the kingdom's defeat and the perceived failure of the knightly orders to protect them, the Manitoban nobility chose to disband them, which King Gunn II approved of, later replacing them with the Mounties. Since then, the Mounties have dutifully guarded all under the Kingdom of Manitoba, earning them the unofficial name of the People's Mounties. Appoint William Tanner to the kingdom's military high command, and where would we be without him? We wouldn't be, so we could do this. I need to get him down here. Appoint a new captain of the guard. So, ancient dynasties adds Manitoban aristocracy, which grants consumer goods negative 15% or negative 5%. Sorry, stability negative 3% and caps income plus 12%. Most members of the Manitoban aristocracy can trace their lineage back to the fallen duchies of Absalon, Angers, Dauphin, and Warwick, as well as Hudson River Company. However, decay in imperial power following the Metis Rebellion and Republican coalition wars have curbed their influence significantly. They done goofed, and now no one likes them. But I have to be hopefully positive. How many days does that say it'll take? Oh, the second coalition. That's scary. 37 days. Okay. There's William Tanner. Trying to see if we got anybody that will help me with recruitable population without me moving my forces up. You will, but minimum training level plus 15%. I like him. Their vision attrition rates. I'm just going to save my political power for right this second. Work is needed. Might even be able to move to Manny's at the ready. What do you got? You got Animal Friend. So I can't give you Inspirational. I can give you Mysterious Stranger for the infantry attack. And Rooted. I think I might get him. Just for right now. Let's see if we can get, let's see. Oh, we're still mobilizing. Okay. Ancient Dynasties. And then appoint the new commander of the guard. The Duchies of Langenberg have no longer part of our group. Which will be okay.
Hey.
And we'll get a commander for the garrison. Navarro territories are falling into their civil war. Let's see. We're finally positive on those. It's 10 a year. Could do some political bribes. We're not going to do that yet. We're going to save our political power before we do that. Let's get... What do you need? Special Forces, equipment, dogs? No. Do one unit of... We'll just do men-at-arms. Whoa. Do 4 more. No, that doesn't leave us with any manpower. And very low on equipment. Captain Tobias. Vault grade factories gain 1 75% research bonus for construction, 1 arms, and 1 civilian workshop off map. Oh, we have this little tiny fleet here. Let's have them patrol. Land doctrine. Probably conventional outfare. Yeah, conventional warfare.
Hello.
Let me put Captain Tobias there. Don't have the command power to give him anything. Troll worms, go to war. Let's see. I like the jack of all trades. The attrition rate. Also always like going to lifetime pensions, but we probably won't yet. Healing hands. Do you get that ticking army experience? That will be important. Nuclear blast over Strath Commune. On Thursday, May 20th, 2275, residents of central Alberta woke to see a sight that had not been seen in Canada in generations. Even from a safe distance, it was unmistakable. A mushroom cloud. For some time, just before sunrise, a nuclear bomb lying dormant in its silo suddenly detonated without warning inside the nation of the Strath Commune, near one of their many dissident camps. In the panic that ensued, accusations were flung left and right as the cause of the disaster, with the Strath Commune alleging it's been an attack from foreign powers who infiltrated the site. The culprit behind the detonation is unclear, but Amy Therese appears to be holding the people of Lloyd's ministry responsible for the explosion, an accusation which the ministry responded to in outrage. The lands once belonging to the Canadian People's Front look almost inevitably poised for conflict once more as those two socialist powers look to strike another down. So Lloyd's ministry under Solomon against Amy Therese. Let's hope they go to war so I can come in and just scoop everything up from them. Take levels now. Saw, dynamite, better dogs, can't do anything like that. Whoops. Let's do the weapons training and construction speed. So our construction speed is Gabaggio. That's only negative 10%, but it should already be in the positives. All these units finally have enough manpower, so we are just waiting on more munitions so we can do old world guns. Do that. Of course, when we're able to, we can just buy some as well. We get 250 pipe weapons. Just keep that tab down so I can see when I've got 5 there. And it lets me get a new level of firearms. So we're building pipe weaponry, which is not that great. Keep buying it. Alright, so now we're just waiting on anti-tank rifles. Producing 1.5 a month, or 1 3/4 a month. Shane Choir declared war on the Lost Patrol down here in Oklahoma. The National Guard. tease Congress. Then the Republic under Aloy Steele. Elites. Old world guns, basic weaponry. Spawns 2 Frontiers divisions. Do the Pathfinder. Get those 2 other units spawned out. We just need units. More wars. The day of infamy today. Whoops. All who call themselves Canadians mourn the greatest tragedy of our history. The day that we were considered our closest brothers betrayed us and stole our freedom. The American invasion of Canada over 200 years ago was a brutal and bloody affair that none were spared from. Today we remember those that were taken from us by atrocities of the invader, and remember the proud nation that once set an example to the rest of the world. O Canada, who was slain unjustly by the hand of tyrants, shall you ever rest in peace and in our memories. Gain 10 political power. Yeah, pre-war America, or pre-Fallout America with the Enclave, are like the most atrocity committing that you'll ever. When you learn about the lore, you're like, yee. It's literally called future content. Get hype. I like it. We're making a total of 1.8 rifles a week. I'm gonna go fight for Manitoba, and they handed you a pipe weapon that like looks like it was just held together with duct tape. And then you turn around, your buddy that just joined got the one rifle that was being produced in a week. Or a day, I guess. It's actually major business. Oh, I think they've updated all of these because these are all different now. Support equipment, prairie drivers, surplus, robot manufacturer. Well, we're not going to use robot. Yorktonian arms, the Warden remnants, there's infantry armor. I like that, the financial advisors. So we're going to do 2. Stability, political power, but the... What's our... Yeah. I'll actually get that Hudson Bay company. Dropped it down by 2. We need to get rid of ancestral cults, economic blockade, and the defeated Stonewall. We've only got 3% of our manpower mobilized, so we got another % coming. Pathfinders grants movement plus 10% for our army, and reconnaissance plus 10%. Let's see, let's do securing the frontier. Order of St. George. Ah, so the guy that we wanted did not come about. Okay. think that, yeah, we can't do that now. This is the guy that we wanted to win. About. We'll just conquer him. Warriors training. Let's see. Industry. Food repair. Equipment conversion speed. And energy cell. Which I don't think you can even... Yeah, you can't even convert equipment in this game. Or in this mod.
Hey.
It's 3. Now we're just waiting for guessing. Nope.
Hello.
We'll actually move you to him. We'll take these 2 frontier divisions and move them over here. Now production, tribal scouts, and dogs. There we go. We're gonna start building dogs. Start building the tribal scout kits. Buy some more pipe weaponry. What are we at? 452. Yeah, would rather not then. Securing the frontier. Let's begin the scavenging program. Start working on all of this. But do a culture of might. This is the Arborg Junta. Neat. Let's see, the Iron Confederacy. Is at war with the Gateway. A war on 4 fronts and sudden escalation of tension. Strath Commune, high on war fever following the nuclear detonation in their territory several months ago, has thrust the Canadian Plains into yet another large conflict. The Army and our Amy Teresa's party's outrage seem to have boiled over into full-blown revolutionary zeal, with the nation declaring war not only on Lloyd's ministry but also the Pioneer Company, a pre-war mercenary army occupying large swaths of former CPF territory. Not only this, but strange robots are emerging from the old Relcom facility in Grand Prairie to take advantage of the chaos. Will this aggressive attack pay off for Strath Commune? Will be a race to Redmond for all those who seek to take advantage of Amy Teresless's recklessness. If they fail, I don't care. If the Pioneer Company wins, cool. If Lloyd's Ministry takes over, be whatever. The absent Duchess. In these past few months, it seems that Duchess Sophia has fallen behind on several administrative duties in the Duchy of Langenberg, most notably of which being the management of forces guarding our borders. A disproportionate amount of patrols have been assigned to Langenberg and Yorktown, remaining mostly idle and claiming to be responding to increased hostility, while frontier levies struggle to defend their settlements. Misplaced equipment and supply shipments have also become increasingly common, placing a further strain on our overall security. Attempts to contact Duchess Sophia or even discern her whereabouts have been met with lukewarm responses from nobles, who conflicting responses being given each time. There has been some speculation that the recent missteps are related to her increasing age and subsequent health issues. Something feels off about this. Gain 250 manpower, 250 infantry equipment, and activates mission at Manitoba waits. Christian Marxism. Interesting. And on that decision, we got 82 days to figure out what's going on. We're like, hey, the lady we put in charge over here, she's not doing what she normally does. Something's wrong. Production efficiency retention's really nice. But let's do a little bit of attrition. So we probably will face attrition. Hand Warband declared war on the Lone Star. Culture of Might. We were the few. Let's see. Do anti-partisan up. So we have the money. I'm going to sell some of these pipe weapons back to him. It puts us at 10, so we can actually buy basic ballistic weaponry now. Perfect. Excuse me. Woodworking. Most definitely do the work camps for the resource gain efficiency. We got quite a bit of resources here. They have a lot too. Well, the Order of St. George might be able to take Durden if they can cut it right here, or even cut right here and surround it, but they'd have to take a couple other places anyway. Infantry perks. Let's see, how many more days do we got? 48. Reference manual. Encryption, so they can't break my ciphers as easily. Finish this. We were the few. We'll fund Arboro just so they stay within our grasp. We've got another spy. Yes, spy master. We'll actually form the cryptology department. Cool thing about the spy networks and the intelligence agencies in, well, just the intelligence agencies in this mod is it just costs money. It doesn't cost any civilian factors or anything like that. And I really enjoy how they've added the money system into here. You know, if I need equipment and I have enough relations with any of these people, I can just come in here and go, oh, I'm going to buy these bicycles. I'm not going to buy any of that, but like, you can buy a lot. Hopefully if we celebration, a couple, or the couple in charge of Stampede have announced the birth of their child and the nation has been celebrating. Their parties can be heard across the prairies and their citizens joyfully give the news to anyone passing through. The Joy, or that Joy, daughter of John of the Lockhart clan and Amy Lee of the Sundale clans have come to the world, and most importantly, the most loving family of all, the Stampede. Congratulations. That is... I don't remember. Oh. Excuse me again. I don't remember where Stampede's at. Right here. The couple. Manitoba waits. Got 27 more days on that. The Order of St. Joseph declared war on the Fringe. Texas Brotherhood won their war. The Straith Commune's pushing back the big grass. We'll see. Alamo chapter went to war. Tribal huts. Division organization, defense and entrenchment speed, or attack. Ooh. I think for right now we'll do defense and then switch over to attack. Yeah, Durden fell. Wow, they've lost all their northern parts. The Reclamation Authority, finally. Alright, with that, let's get the Lord of Dogs going. Counterintelligence, yeah, we'll just leave you. Scavenge with vehicles. Train some more, and then we can buy some of the common basic ballistic weaponry now. Or the basic conventional warfare. Battle plans. Hopefully they gave these all the pipe guns. No? Gave them... Yeah, they did. Okay. Can't do anything here. Do the saw. $800 days, huh? If it's just going to cost us money, we might as well just keep blowing the money and buying. Declare war. So the Duchies of Langenberg, after hiding that the Duchess Sophia was not responding, they have declared war on us.
Hey.
While they're still kind of weak, I think we can break through at some points.
Get down!
Yeah, you all know. Insult to injury. In the confusion following Leif Yorkton's rebellion, it seems the forces of the traitorous Republic of the Three Rivers have violated the treaty of the First Coalition War and occupied the demilitarized city of Porto Peri. We are in no position to retaliate. Committing to another war, given our current situation, would be suicide. A dirty trick, or they will pay for this. Yeah, well, I probably can't win that war because we're completely committed to fighting Langenberg, so just have to lose that war support. Stupid. They'll pay for that. Missing production. Oh, yeah. Build those scrap bicycles. Excuse me. Ooh. Thought that would come.
Hey. You're mine. Hey.
Trying to get in the Perch River there. Lord of Dogs. Do those two arms workshops.
Sir. Hello. I'm hit.
It's like Boggy Creek there.
This will be over quick.
Them are ready for this. More propaganda. I'd actually be well worth it if we save up the money. Yeah. So we'll save up the money, try to get that war support going.
You're mine. Hey. Get down! Come on!
If you think you can break across right there, break across.
Hey. Sir.
Well,
Sir.
kind of a risky.
Incoming! Hey. I've got this one.
Research. Seeds. Need the new blades.
Damn!
Yeah.
I'm hit!
See a new blade. Let's tap into the fur trade to get some more money. Contact lost. Might have to see if I can buy some more equipment.
Sir. Hello? Sir. Hey. Had enough?
The Roach King declared war on Vault 37.
Sir. Sir.
Let's actually do the war propaganda. California went to war with the Rapids. How long till these units are good? So a month. Let them keep going. Middle mark surplus. Oh. Can't transaction yet. But what I could do, so I can't do, so say I could buy some weapons. There's the saws, sticks of dynamite. Days. Yeah, I doubt that. No occupation.
Hello? Sir? Hello?
Trying to think of what would be worthwhile. Jewel the crown. And I think this is going to be the end of the episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We did just take Langenberg, their capital, while I was not paying attention. But we broke down here. We've pushed quite a bit up here in the north. I'm thinking of maybe doing a loop like this.
Sir?
As our forces close down on the Pelican Rapids, and then we'll swing down south towards their new capital. But other than that, hope you guys have enjoyed episode 1 of our Kingdom of Manitoba campaign in Old World Blues, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.